done the same thing doesn't mean we're the same. Like,
Like
fucking.
Do you know writing for you? Has it always been an outlet for you, or is it something that you found, or something that someone showed you?
See, writing for me is writing for me is like it's everything, fam. I do it all the time. If I show you my my notes, my notes are ridiculous, bro. Like they're just full of just anytime I could write.
I do the
this
same,
goes for long. So it's like writing for me. First, it started as like I've always liked poetry, innit? From English, innit? Because I've just always been fascinated with the English language. And then when I come across Donny's, like when I got taught how to like structure a poem, when I started learning about stanzas and the basic stuff, I was like, right, this is kind of sick still. And then obviously started getting into music a bit more because everybody did grime back in school. And I went to school with don't know if you heard that tune. You don't want to get rushed, with
I know.
What's his name? Stylo G. Stylo G. What is it? Sick Man and I can't believe Ice Kid. Yeah,
I've heard of that.
Yeah. So that tune, like, obviously, Sick Man went to my school, innit?
Okay, cool.
And because he went to my school, like, that song was proper, like, popping, and then obviously the grime thing started popping. Tiny Temper went to the school up the road, and it was like, grime is the thing, and everybody's rhyming, and people were getting inspired by these guys, and they're rapping in the playgrounds, innit? Yeah. And obviously, like, my first like experience of bars, from the UK was Life and Lyrics. It's like an Asher D movie, innit? And I watched that, and I was like, wow, this is sick, innit? And Donnies were battling, and they were trying to get signed, and like, it was the closest thing the UK had to like the American scene, innit? So I was like, I was into that, but I never really like did it like that because I still like rap, innit? Still fundamentals, like that's where rhyming was taken to its like pinnacle. Do you know what I mean? Grime is a for me would be a subgenre of that. It's its own thing, but rap, it's like that came first. You have to source it from somewhere. You didn't just make rap. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously it evolved from like jungle and all of that stuff, and garage, but like rap is at the epicenter of everything. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't really get into the grime stuff, but I was inspired by it, and then got into college, and then I started barring with my brethren. And then that's where I realised that, okay, like I've got content, but I didn't have no flow, I didn't have no delivery, I didn't have that stuff. So I worked on it. And that's when I literally wrote every single day. I couldn't go a day without writing a 16. I would always write 16 and I work on my flow. And then I started studying people. I started studying Eminem. I started studying freaking Wu-Tang. I studied, who else did I study? Obviously I listened to Tupac and that, but I never really studied them, innit? Because like I couldn't do that, what they did. To me they were like mad unique, innit? So I couldn't I'm not a thug, innit? So I studied to people I could relate. Like Eminem Eminem was funny, like he was fun with it. That's why I studied him the most, innit? And then obviously throughout my life I've studied like most recently people like Joyner Lucas. I've studied Hopsin, I've studied like your lyrical guys, innit? Like anyone I've come across that's lyrical, even Donnies that didn't make it, they were like YouTube rappers like D Pride and like they're lyrically inclined. So I was like, yo, like even Timothy De La Ghetto when he used to rap.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? I used to be on all of those guys, innit? I used to like proper study as well, innit? And then I started figuring out flows, innit? And I started like understanding pockets, and I started understanding how to double time, and I started, and that's when I opened up lyrically, innit? Because I thought
you had more to play with.
Yeah, you had more to play with. It's like, you can speed up here then slow down. It's like I call it airbending, innit? Like, because do you know what I'm saying? It's like like the way you can control it, cool. It's mad, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? And when I rap as well, it goes along with my body in it. So when I write, I like to see it. I like to visualize it. That's why I do bare hand movements and stuff, innit? So writing for me, I would say, it was definitely an escape. Like it was a way to like let go and, do you know what I'm saying, take myself to another place. Because when I bar, I'm in a different zone.
Would you say it's kind of like a form of therapy?
Oh yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Like vocalizing things that you think about, it's one of the deepest forms of anything, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like to put stuff in such a way when there's people that don't even speak properly. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel good when I construct a bar and I'm like, raw. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there are people out here misunderstanding and beefing each other, and I just wrote something that's complex in a way, but then people are gonna get it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that shit. I love it, trust me.
Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, that's all my questions, really.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man.
I really think that you are, like, literally, I was saying when I was at the last show when you were
November.
featuring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, on Monday.
Monday, yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, when I first heard you perform, I was like, shit, I got to perform after him.
My guy.
Come the feature.
Have you mentioned the one in Croydon?
The well-versed.
Well-versed, yeah.
Well-versed.
Like, when I first heard him perform over there, I was like, yeah, a lot of people got to perform. It's going to be a long night for a lot of
Oh, shit. Oh, mate.
It's a long night.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that's mad. Because I feel like that about all of the people that go out. Because when I first started doing it, I was like, because it's mad rap inspired, isn't it? Yeah, but obviously, when I take away the beat, I'm more free. Do you know what I mean? With the beat, I have to stay within the time, but I can literally perform it any way I like. Yeah, so I didn't want it to be like, I wanted people to understand it, because sometimes when I rap over a beat, people say it's too fast.
Yeah.
That's a lot of the feedback I used to get when it was over a beat thing. Obviously now I've evolved on the beat anyway as well, but I didn't want that to be the same problem with spoken word, innit?
Of course.
But everyone's just like receptive and gets it. Do you know what I'm saying? And
I
it's
think
so
it is
sick,
like with you guys, and there was a couple other people at the Chocolate Poetry one that, like, I felt like your personality was in where you was performing, didn't it?
Yeah.
So I felt like it was like there was loads of different characters in it. There was the guy that did the one about Coco, and there was the one that what's his name?
Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
Steve.
You know, like, everyone had their
bro.
own personality. Like, whereas the well-versed one, it feels like, this is the culture. Like they're doing it. And it's like, you're not really getting their personality. You're getting just. I did a poem about glasses.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? And so they do the poem, and it's like, but what? Tell me about you, innit? Kind of thing, innit? I didn't really. So, like I'm saying with you guys, like, it's more connected, innit? You're more connected to what you're saying, innit? And I think that's what people see in it. Like, they get that, they feel like you're speaking to them instead of just doing some poetry. Because,
from the top to bottom.
Here's a poem about something that we can all relate to, rather than saying, here's what I think about.
It was actually crazy on Monday because, like, someone actually came up to me and explained to me what my poem was about. Yeah. And it was, a lot of the time, I don't know if you get this, but like, I write things, but I don't know what it's about. I've written this. And I'll read it back and I need to title it or something. Like,
that's why you don't title a lot of the stuff, innit?
And then people hear it and they go, okay.
I get it. Do you know what I call that Rain Man flow? Obviously Jay-Z calls it Rain Man flow, but you know when it just comes out? Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I like that form of writing as well. And then I read it back and I'm like, that's like, it's sort of like you let your subconscious chat. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's more authentic, innit? Because it's coming from within, innit? It's coming from inside you. When you're looking at it like, what? Because you're looking at it as from the outside, isn't it?
Yeah, because sometimes I write it and I look at it back and I'm like, this doesn't even make any sense.
But you don't, like, I prefer the writing where I don't have to edit bars. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when I did that perspective one, and I literally read it, and then I just started typing based off of everything I understood from what she was saying, and then it all just came out in like 12 minutes. And I was like, raw. Like, I read it back and I was like, oh shit. Like, I feel like I've addressed this pretty well. And I wasn't even thinking about it too much. I read it once, didn't think about it, and I just wrote. And then it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, I get a lot of girls coming up to me and going, when you first started, I thought, rah, he's being a bit mad, but by the end, I understand what you're saying still. And I was like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's how all girls sound to me. They've all got that lisp when they say, you know what,
They all say saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. still.
Silly sausage.
Oh,
Sizzling in a saucepan.
Oh, bro.
But yeah,
man.
and then another girl came up to me and said that, "Oh, are you and the girl still together?" And I was like, "There's no girl."
There was never a girl.
They get captivated.
They get captivated. They're in there, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this happened.
Yeah.
And that's artistry, innit?
Exactly.
Captivate
Exactly.
your audience, innit? To the point where they're like we watch films, like we watch Black Panther or whatever, and we'll be like, "Raw, there's rhinos with vibranium on there."
Yeah. Like Wakanda is real.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell me any different.
We'll watch Iron Man and do some cool shit. We're like, "Raw, that's sick." It's fucking, it's not real.
It's not real,
But it captivates. Like a good, a good director, a good artist will draw you in with their art.
It's a skill. It's 100% a skill.
And trick your. That's the whole point of like, being a part of the audience, or whatever, is having your brain like. They call it an escape, innit?
Yeah.
Your brain is just taking all this information in, and
it's your reality.
It becomes a reality for that time, innit? So whatever you're talking about, people are like, sometimes, like I was saying, like at the well-versed one, maybe because there's so many people. When they do the poetry, it's like I'm not caught by it. I'm just listening to good poetry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? This is a really good poem about cars or whatever.
Okay.
But when you guys do it, it's like, wow, it's like, you really crashed your car. You're like, you really crashed your car. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking, like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? You get, but yeah, like sometimes you can go, okay, I know, this is just a poem, but yeah, man, you need to keep it.
But that's the thing though as well though. I feel like with that, I think it's like I said, I've been writing since I was fucking 18, innit? So I've had times where like I've been at a stage where my writing wasn't so personal, and I was trying to be the barrers. Do you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really connected to my stuff, innit? Yeah,
that's what I was.
Whereas like it's like I feel it's different levels, innit? That's what like when you go poetic unity, they'll say that to you. Like obviously there's different levels of writers here. People that have been writing for a long time, people that are just new. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially when like a lot of people go, oh yeah, it's my first time. So it's understandable that they haven't found their like. Feel like it's about finding your groove as well. Because once you find your groove and you find what you're about, it's easier to gel with that thing that you're trying to put across, innit? But if you don't know, like, and you're just like, okay, this is my first time reciting it, and you're trying to gauge the audience and stuff like that, it's not going to come off as, do you know what I'm saying?
It's going to come off as you just doing it.
Yeah,
man.
But
poetry,
but we can call that the end of the show.
Thanks for having us, man.
Thank you very much for being on my show, guys.
No problem, bro.
You can come through any time.
Don't know, we'll do this again.
It was very enjoyable.
Yeah, bro. Chatting all of the chats.
All of the chats off.
Trust me, bro. We've got to do this again when mad shit in the world happens. So.
Yes, every day.
That shit out, yeah.
So, people at home, thank you very much for listening to My Opinion Means Nothing.
It means absolutely jack shit.
It doesn't.
Don't take anything personally. None of the things.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the world is still going to be the world. Like,
you should never wake up and go,
do you know
his
that?
opinion.
Do you know that Don said? Like, fuck. Like Don said stuff that I chose to take in and be upset about.
He said something. Oh my god, I can't sleep. I can't eat this chicken.
Don't let it eat away, you know.
No, of course not.
Yeah, just take it in if you like and don't.
If you haven't enjoyed the show, more for you for sitting there and listening for an hour and 40 minutes.
Imagine, oh my days. To sit there for an hour and 40 minutes and
then
like,
your arms
crossed.
You've got your arms crossed. Why are they talking about poetry? Talking about speaking from within.
What are they talking about? What's this?
Why are they watching Rick and Morty?
Fucking guy got his face tattooed. What's the guy that got shot in the chest? What's the guy that got shot in the Cousins? Why are they talking about Cousins for? I know him. Like
Cousins, that's my sister's brother.
Yeah. Oh my bro.
Oh my days. So yeah. And goodbye, guys.
Peace, man.
Enjoy.